Hey guys, it's RugerSumer, and I have a 3v3 siege battle for you. I didn't know I was doing a siege battle till everyone joined in, and I didn't feel like, recreating the game because then people wouldn't join, and it's kind of late. So anyway, I'm playing with a commentator named Czech Chinese American, and another one named the Dragon of Vechigo. So check out their channels.
Our soldiers have done well this day. The walls are taken.
And I sort of fast forwarded because the beginning's slow. Our siege tower just moving up. We took the walls, and Pio Pol of Asia is Dragon of Vechigo, and he's playing as SPQR Romans, and I'm playing as Macedon. And Czech Chinese Americans playing as Macedon as well. And our opponents are the Seleucids, the Greek city-states, and the Red Romans. Yes. So our basic plan was to attack the walls at all costs, and then see what our opponents do, and then respond accordingly. So anyway, my army consists of 4 Peltis. I sort of use them as fodder units, and they're cheap, so I wouldn't mind losing them. And I have a couple of Phalanx pikemen and a few, like 2 Royal pikemen as my elite part of my army. I don't know what Dragon of Vechigo has, but it seems like he has some legionary cohorts, and yes, I don't think he has any of those Praetorians or Urbans, because we don't like that stuff. We don't like those Urbans. Those Urbans make us angry. But anyway, here are the Royal pikemen. They're just standing on the wall, over the edge, not giving a crap. So I'm gonna fast forward a lot of this, because a lot of it's just waiting.
Reinforce the attackers and crush the defenders.
Alright, so the annoying guy just said that Dragon of Vechigo just took control of the gate, and I'm going to move my cavalry in through this gate. Meanwhile, Czech Chinese Americans all the way on the other side of the map. Some weird pathfinding issue or whatever, so he will not be able to participate till the end of the battle, and as you can see, that'll actually work in our favor. So let's check out the other enemy armies defending the city. They decided to go into the city square, where they would find better morale and everything. So it seems like the Seleucid player has brought some Silver Shield pikes. That looks pretty threatening. And I know he has legionnaires somewhere. Oh yes. His legionnaires and the Greek city-states troops. Legionnaires, archers, Cretan archers. These guys are just marching back to the position. They gave us the walls. They took their men off, and they did not contest our control of the walls. So that part was easy. Alright, as you can see, our guys are just assembling. It takes a long time for all of our guys to assemble. In my opinion, our opponents should have, attacked the crap out of us when we were disorganized like this, but attacking the city square is also a viable option. And my dudes are just marching out. So my battle plan for this was to, I saw that the Greek dude tried to trap us in if we went in through here. I wanted to try to harass the Greek dude with peltists. So that would sort of urge him to get out of position and everything. Just be annoying, because this is probably going to be the hardest part for us to break in my mind right now. So I was worried about these armored hoplites, who have some pretty decent upgrades. And I believe there's a Spartan unit that the Greek city-states have somewhere. Let's check out the Julii Roman army while we're waiting. He has some light auxilia, some Triarii. Triarii look really badass. They should have like a phalanx formation, that'd be cool. And then Praetorian Cav. And I think the Red Roman is getting his dudes off the wall. He was all set up everywhere. So as you can see, he's setting up his Urbans. And they are marching down. Let's see how fast they can run down the stairs. Do Urbans truly match their legend? Are they superhuman? Oh wait, no. They're not going downstairs. There's this little weird thing where they still keep their troops on the wall for a little bit and then play this little game of cat and mouse, and that pretty much ends that. Alright, I'm gonna fast forward now and cut out the part that I'm fast forwarding. Alright, so at this point in the battle, I decided to separate my army. On this wing would be my Royal Pikemen, who are better stats-wise, and I brought 2 Peltists with them. So this would be my one weak wing, I guess you could say, but it's not really weak because I have my 2 strong elite units on this wing. So these guys are able to do some damage in these streets. Meanwhile, you can see Dragon of Echigo's lone archer. Now he's scared, so he runs. He's like, oh look, archers pouring out of the walls. It's kind of funny, they're just running around. I love these little glitches, it makes the game funny. Okay, anyway. So this is one of my wings of my army, and Dragon of Echigo brought along some legionary cohorts and a Praetorian cohort, which has his general in it. So he does have one Praetorian cohort and it has his general, but that's alright because it makes sense. Alright, my bad for that. Let's continue this. So here, you could say this is his strong wing too, because he has a Praetorian cohort. And on this wing, we have the Greek city-states, so we'd harass the crap out of them. And on this wing, I have the bulk of my army. And the only thing is that the infantry aren't so great, they're just phalanx pikemen. And I have 2 light lancers and 2 companion cavalry. So this one has my general in it. Let's see if we can find my gen. Where are you, the Nom Master? Right there. That is my general. He looks very nice and generic. Oh yeah, I also have a militia hoplites unit. These guys are the star of the battle. I actually like militia hoplites now. Excuse me, but you can see my phalanx pikemen. There's a lot more of them compared to the other dudes. And there's also some peltists, and it seems like this is where the majority of Dragon of Echigo's, I'm just gonna call him Dragon from now on. Dragon's troops are gonna be as well. So these dudes are just marching in the streets, and he's trying to link up the rest of his army. So our strong attack is gonna be on the Seleucid wing, cause it's the Seleucids. So we might be able to take him down. And he has this nice little defensive formation right here. He has archers in the front, pikemen barricading the street, more archers, and then legionnaires uselessly in the testudo formation, but it looks badass, so that works. And then he has another trap of 2 units of pikemen, and then another unit of pikemen. So it's gonna be tough breaking through this nice little pincer trap thing. It was really hard to micro all the way across the city because we were doing 2 attacks simultaneously. So you're going to see some micro mistakes from all of us. And I think eventually the Greek city-state player has to leave. So there's a CPU controlling him, but I think at that point in the battle his faction's fate was already decided. So yeah, I think I'm going to start fast forwarding till everyone gets in position. So as you see, our troops are starting to mass at the end of the Seleucid side. And this is where the majority of our troops are. And the cavalry. But I don't think the cavalry's... Actually, yeah, the cavalry's pretty epic later on. You'll get to enjoy that. So right now we're just dividing up our forces and preparing for an imminent strike. I got my Peltis, he has archers, and he has legionnaires, and I got my pikemen, So it's going to be a pretty epic, hectic fight that you're going to enjoy. So we tried to keep it so the legionary cohorts would be in front, so they could easily absorb arrow fire from the front. Meanwhile, my dudes would be behind. I love the way legionnaires look. They just look badass. Damn. Alright. Let's see if I'm doing anything over here. Yep, looks like I'm doing stuff here. Alright, so it looks like I'm marching up my Peltis. And the Greek players set up some Cretan archers. These guys are deadly. Especially now since they'll have a nice concentrated area to fire in. So he has this one unit isolated. I don't know why he did that. Looks like there's a bunch of dead Cretans here. Oh yes, there was an engagement between the legionaries and archers and Cretans. So that was a cool little fight that I missed. Sorry about that. So I'm guessing these guys are the remnants from that fight. But, whoa, where are my dudes throwing their... They're throwing their... What the... Where are they hitting? Apparently they're already hitting these guys. Dang. I didn't like throw their javelins over the building. How does that make sense? They're getting shot from... Never mind. Getting shot from the flank and the sky. So it's like the sky flank. Skyfall. Good movie. Wow, that was a waste of javelins right there. So that's where all my javelins went. Gosh darn it. Alright, now they're starting to throw them at the Cretan archers. So these dudes are going to start to move into position. Meanwhile, you can see the assault, our troops moving up slowly. And it looks like I'm wasting javelins left and right. Anyway, it looks like the Roman dude is setting up his Praetorian Cav. And he's trying to go for a strike on my Peltis while they're nicing out here, but he's not going to be able to do that. I'm going to pull them back in time. So let's check out what's going on over here. Looks like we've disbanded some of the Seleucid archers. And the pikemen are waiting for their turn to get some. I put my Peltis in front, and then for some reason I think they charged these pikemen. I don't even know why they charge. Yeah, but we're trying to weaken them as much as possible before we start charging in. And engaging in melee. Yeah, here my Peltis just run straight at them. It's like, wow, good job guys. Then they rout. Guess they want to get point blank range. Actually no, they're shooting at the archers, I think. Both, I guess. Both are taking some damage. So yeah, my Peltis aren't doing so hot in this battle. Doing alright, I guess. But I can see the Cretans back here are probably doing a lot of damage. So my Peltis, as I said, they're just fodder units. And it looks like a Seleucid guy is going to break his phalanx for a little. Yeah. And he's going to finish off my Peltis, I believe. I don't think... Yep, he starts disbanding his Pila. And Pila is very deadly against the pike units. So that's the engagement going on right now. It's a nice charge. So right now it's kind of like a 2v3. Because Czech Chinese American isn't in the fight yet. But, yeah, it looks like Dragon of Echigo moves around. Looks like we're still skirmishing over here. And I'm just moving up with the support of my pikes so that the cavalry cannot get me. Meanwhile, we're trying to bottleneck the armored hoplites and surround them. So pretty soon there's going to be a nice engagement. Just going to flurry between them. Greek player charged up his Cretan archers. And of course they're not going to do so hot against legit infantry. Look at all the bodies in the street. This part is really bloody. So the Seleucid player is sending up one of his depleted pike units. And then I'm sending up some of my phalanx pikemen. Pretty soon there's going to be a nice pike engagement here. Unless I forgot to put my guys in pike formation because I was focusing on the other end. But yeah, that could be a possibility. So that's a nice little fight going on over there. Let's check out what's going on the Greek side of this. There's another engagement going on, and my Peltas got caught in the pikes and Cretan archers' butter knives. I tried to set up a nice little flanking movement over here. So there'd be a unit here, and then another unit there to funnel in the Greeks. So yeah, my Peltas take a lot of crap. I try to weaken his pike units because those are really deadly. Oh, wait, these are only phalanx pikemen. Never mind. I got some royal pikes all the way back here somewhere. Where are my royal pikes at? I know that these units were elite. No. My royal pikes are waiting back here. Alone. So yeah, my mistake is I should have sent the royal pikes over to fight, not the phalanx pikemen. But the phalanx pikemen, with the Peltas help and the flanking help, might actually do a little bit of damage. These dudes ran out of ammunition, so here's just a nice little pike fight. So now it's getting out of my hands, as he can just push through and destroy my units. But eventually, I believe I retreat all my units back to my royal pikes and surround and trap the Greeks. But I'll just let you enjoy the fight going on. Try to get my Peltas into some sort of flanking maneuver type thing, and we'll see how that works. See, now my guys are getting pounded because the majority of the Greeks are out there. Pretty desperate fight out here. So now these dudes have their swords out. That's how desperate they are. So anyway, seeing the despair of my units, Dragon sends up a legionary cohort, and we start thinking about how to deal with the Greeks better. And over here, let's see what's going on. Nice big cluster fudge. The Seleucid player sent up his legionnaires to combat our combined force of legionnaires and pikes. So legionnaires versus legionnaires and pikes. Who do you think will win? Oh, Seleucid player sending up some pikes too. But it looks like we have more pressure. And also, I have more units. There's guys throwing their Pila. It's pretty epic right here. I'm not going to talk much during the action parts. Just let you enjoy the awesomeness of Rome Total War. Those graphics, man. So we're just going to keep pushing forward because it's all we can do over here. Try to defeat the Seleucids. These guys are doing a nice job of delaying. Really good job defending and manipulating the environment to their advantage. But now it looks like this fight is going to our favor. And we're just slowly pushing up. Let's check out what's going on over here. Yes. Looks like he threw his Pila a little bit to try to get some casualties on these armored hoplites. Meanwhile, the armored hoplites decimated all of my units. And they're all clustered up. So, Dragon's using the maneuverability of legions to fight the slow-moving phalanx troops, which is how Romans should actually freaking fight, not be like Urbans, just charge straight up and win. But now we just did this counter noob type defensive formation to uber flank, and we make a better one because that one wasn't good enough. And by the time the Greeks make it back, we'll be all set up. So I'm just fast forwarding. Alright, I'll let you watch once that engagement starts to happen. But the important engagement is over here. We're just slowly pushing up. This one unit is getting destroyed, while Dragon's having a little bit better luck. Whoa. Guess he's not But we do have more reinforcements, so if these troops die, then it looks like the reinforcements are coming in now. Got some cavalry movement going on. I wanted some epic close-ups, so I might charge pikes with cav. Might. Do I? No, I do not. Maybe a little. A little bit, guys. Doesn't matter because these guys aren't in pike formation. And once they move back into pike formation, I move my cavalry back. So it's just a nice little push and fight type battle going on. I don't know what to call it. But we're just pushing forward. And I'm just charging in my cav. My theory was that because the legionaries were fighting the pikes would be in sort of a disarray, so the cav would actually be able to do somewhat of a job of fighting these guys, even though they're facing the pikes. Because the phalanx is only powerful when it's in good formation, not when it's all messed up like this. Unless it's just cavalry alone charging, but there's infantry. So yes. We're almost done breaking through the Seleucid defenses finally. I'm just charging in my cav and my other units. Check out where the militia hoplites are. They are fighting like bosses. Pila being thrown everywhere. Some urbans being marched up. This is a glorious battle. So we dealt with most of the pike units. Now it's just we have to kill the rest of the Seleucid players' units. So I'm just charging in a crap ton of cav to take down the archers and legions. So my cavalry starts to become useful. For once. Just kidding. I love cav so much. So I'm just flanking with my cav, moving around, being annoying as much as I can. I didn't really expect my cav to be able to do much because this is a city fight and they don't have much maneuverability. So I just wanted to be annoying. So now they can just charge down the light auxilia and take these dudes out. Meanwhile, a nice infantry fight going on. He charges in Praetorian cohorts to probably try to kill my my general, who's nearby in this huge, gigantic cluster fudge. So overall, we're surrounding the Romans and the Seleucids. Now the battle's starting to look a bit dire on this end. We've done as much as we can. And here is Czech Chinese American with his fresh army to save the day. We've pretty much worn out the Greek army and the Seleucid army. So it'll be a nice mop-up operation for Czech Chinese American. And quiet. Sorry, my sister's playing Dead Space. She's annoying. So we got these guys in this nice little formation. And then the dude left because he saw the demise of his army. At least most of his army, I guess. I don't know. I think he just had to leave. I'm not sure. So even these noble Greeks cannot withstand the pressure of, getting flanked by royal pikes and legionary cohorts. So these dudes are getting it. And Czech Chinese American is there to save the day. We combined our cav forces to be really annoying and strike through whenever we could. Look at all these dead bodies. It's so glorious. And I believe we charged our cavalry into these hoplites on purpose because we wanted an epic screenshot thing. I don't know. Whenever we play, we just try to be glorious. It might be a stupid thing to do, but it's pretty darn fun. So it looks like Dragon defeated some urbans over here. Good for him. Hate urbans. And now we're going for a glorious hammer and anvil strike. Or just an behind strike. Strike in the butt of these urbans. It's going to be glorious. Enjoy this. Bam! Smack right in the butt. So huge hammer and anvil going on right now. I believe my general was leading the charge. What? Damn it. I will. So now we defeat the Greeks. And I will fast forward. Now it's just pretty much a mop-up operation. We've destroyed the major forces against us, and Czech Chinese American has brought his army in,
Your general shamed you.
and my general died, of course.
The enemy general is slain, and now his men fear us. It is time to press the attack.
Nice little cluster fudge. But yeah, we're just pretty much flanking the crap out of everyone now with Czech Chinese American's army. He's coming in force to defeat everyone. Urbans try to do some stuff here, but we charge right through.
The gods be praised. The enemy general is
And
dead.
just trying to
His
flank
men
around.
know their doom approaches.
I mean, at this point in the battle we knew we'd win, because Czech Chinese American's army was fresh. And he's not too bad of a player. So over here, it's just some fighting going on. You can see we're slowly pushing up. And defeating the rest of the enemy units. So now we're trying to kill these Urbans, who kill a lot of our dudes despite being surrounded. Times. What's she yelling? What's she yelling? Yeah. So yeah, these Urbans, they put up a huge fight. And they have reinforcements. And these guys actually would have fought off our dudes. Until the other pikemen come into flank. This is a long video, so I'm just going to try to shorten it as much as I can. And you can see the carnage. Awesomeness. So now I believe is one final fight against these Urbans right here. My militia hoplites going for a rear charge soon. Here they are. Wanted to be glorious. So I set them up behind and they charged in with their swords. Glorious. And they're winning. And then they die. That is the life of a militia hoplite. So yes, we surround these dudes. Let you enjoy. And they fight to the last man, because it is their city square. So now there's just some like fodder units left that we got the have to kill before the game decides that we win. So we charge in our troops against these two remaining Cretan archers. And they put up a fight and we win. So I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a good day.